Okay, let's dive right in. The whole world of making money with AI is, well, it's incredibly noisy right now, isn't it? It feels like some new genius method drops every single day. So in this explainer, we're going to cut straight through all of that noise. We're here to give you a clear, structured map to the real, sustainable opportunities that are going to matter in 2026.
You've seen this, right? I mean, of course you have. Every time you open up social media, there's another screenshot of a striped dashboard with some absolutely wild claim attached to it. It's a massive hype problem. And honestly, it makes it almost impossible to know what's real and what's just total clickbait. So, that brings us to the most important question. If we just ignore all that flashy, get-rich-quick stuff for a second, what's actually left? What are the real business models that actually work? The ones that can generate a predictable income and don't rely on you just getting lucky with some algorithm. That is exactly what we are here to break down.
To do that, we've broken this whole thing down into 6 key parts. We're going to start by setting the scene with the new AI gold rush. Then, we'll explore 3 totally distinct ways to earn: the operator, the architect, and the teacher. After that, we'll get a nice dose of reality with the boring path to success, and we'll wrap it all up by helping you figure out where you fit into this picture.
So, welcome to the new AI gold rush. It's an incredibly exciting time for sure. But, just like the original gold rush, it really seems like there are a lot more people out there selling maps and shovels than there are people actually finding gold. The opportunities are definitely real, but the landscape can be super confusing to navigate.
So the goal here isn't to just give you another list of side hustles. I mean, anybody can do that. It's to give you a mental model, a framework you can use to evaluate any AI opportunity that comes your way. Think of this explainer as the actual map that shows you where the real treasure is buried, far away from all that noise. All right, let's get into our first pathway. This one is by far the most accessible for pretty much anyone looking to get started right now. This is the path of the operator, where you're applying existing AI tools to create real value.
So what exactly is an operator? Well, to put it simply, it's someone who masters the application of AI tools, not the creation of them. You do not need to know how to code. You don't need to understand transformer architecture. Honestly, if you can learn to use a tool like Canva or get really good with ChatGPT, you've already got what it takes to be an operator.
So what does that look like in the real world? Well, you could become a one-person creative studio, generating product photos and video ads for different brands. Or you could create and sell unique AI art. Or maybe build one of those faceless YouTube channels in a popular niche. Another great one is becoming an AI tools auditor, where you just help small businesses figure out which of the thousands of new AI tools they should actually be using.
Let's make this really, really tangible. Take the instant website flipper model. It's just so simple and effective. You go find a local dentist or a plumber whose website looks like it was built in 2005. You use a tool like Aurora.build to just suck in all their content and generate a beautiful, modern site in just a few minutes. Then, and this is the best part, you walk into their office, show them the finished product on a laptop, and offer it to them for a flat fee. It's so powerful because you're showing them the result before they even pay.
Okay, next up is pathway number 2, the architect. Now this one is for those of you who are a little more technically comfortable, the people who really enjoy seeing how different systems can connect and work together to solve much bigger problems.
An architect isn't necessarily a coder, but they absolutely think in systems. They can look at a business bottleneck, like, say, a really messy lead follow-up process, and they can immediately see how to connect different AI tools to build an automated solution that just fixes it. They're the problem solvers, the integrators.
I absolutely love this analogy from the source material. It calls this role a digital plumber. And it's perfect, right? Businesses don't really care about the specific pipes or connections you're using. They just want the water, or in this case, efficiency and automation, to flow reliably. Your job is to build and maintain those invisible systems that just work.
So what kind of pipes is a digital plumber laying? Well, they might use tools like Zapier or Make to build these powerful automated workflows. They could use a platform like Lovable to build custom web apps without running a single line of code. Or they could set up an AI-powered phone line with 11 Labs that answers customer questions 24/7, or manage website chatbots for local businesses using something like BotPress.
And now for our third and final pathway. And in my opinion, this one is maybe the most fascinating one in the long run. This is the path of the teacher, and it's all about leveraging deep, irreplaceable human experience.
A teacher's whole job is to be the essential human in the loop.
I mean, AI models are incredibly powerful, but they lack real-world experience, they lack nuance, and they for sure lack domain-specific knowledge. The teacher is the professional who provides that crucial layer of expertise, fact-checking, and training that these models are just desperate for.
Now, the reason this pathway even exists is a huge deal. You see, experts are saying that large language models have basically eaten all the high-quality data that was available on the public internet. They've hit what people are calling a data wall. So to get any smarter, especially in specialized fields like law or medicine, they now have to learn directly from human experts.
And companies are paying a serious premium for this human data. Just look at these numbers from platforms like Mercor and Surge AI. We're talking $130 to $170 an hour for physicians, up to $500 an hour for management consultants, and get this, up to $1,000 an hour for venture capital partners to train AI models with their expertise. That is how valuable real human knowledge has become.
Okay, so we've seen the three pathways, but now it is time for a critical reality check. This section is all about what truly leads to a stable income, and the answer, well, it might be a little boring. But let me tell you, boring is where the money is.
This slide just puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the exciting, hype-fueled idea of a faceless YouTube channel. Sure, your income could be huge one month and then completely disappear the next, all depending on the whims of an algorithm you don't control. But on the right, you have a boring chatbot service for dentists. Your income is based on stable monthly retainers from clients who need a reliable service. Predictable beats viral every single time when you're trying to build a real business.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data absolutely backs this up. This chart from Upwork shows where the actual demand is growing the fastest. It is not in some obscure viral trend. It's in practical, reliable applications. AI video editing, up a staggering 329%. AI integration, that's the work of our architects, up 178%. And AI data annotation, the work of the teachers, up 154%. The market wants dependable skills.
So, having explored the pathways and grounded ourselves in a bit of reality, let's bring it all home. The final step is figuring out which of these paths really aligns with your skills, your personality, and your interests.
Here's a really simple way to think about it. If you're a creative person, a doer who just wants to start making things fast, the operator path is probably for you. If you're more of a logical, systematic thinker who just loves making things work more efficiently, then you are likely an architect at heart. And if you have years and years of hard-won experience in a specific profession, the teacher path offers an incredible opportunity to cash in on that expertise.
And that brings us to the final question I have for you. Based on everything we've just covered, which of these three core roles really resonates with you? Are you the person who's going to apply the tools, integrate the systems, or teach the models?
And I just want to leave you with this one last thought to chew on. As we've seen, especially with that teacher pathway, AI's advancement isn't just creating a need for more tech skills, it's actually creating a massive new premium on deep, nuanced human experience. So the big question we should probably all be asking ourselves is this. In a world where AI can do more and more, what does that make our uniquely human knowledge worth? Something to think about.